Whatever happened to JewDi Vine?
Wasn't mad to see her go.
Another washed-up queen. Bye, girl.
What even was that?
Seriously? Another failed relationship? Haha, bye, bitch!
Make room for someone relevant.
Just another man in a dress.
What made you decide to come back now?
That's a really good question. I think more so than ever, we need our community to feel inspired. We need safe places to be ourselves and to be seen and heard. Drag queens have always been a staple, the cornerstone of our communities. Our origins date back to Shakespearean times, and people like William Dorsey Swann hosted drag balls in the 1880s in Washington, D.C. We've been around even before most of the world knew who we were. Through our performances, activism, and participation in pride events, drag queens have become the symbol of empowerment for the queer community. We challenge gender norms and expectations. Through our art, we increase visibility and promote advocacy for the queer movement. Two major iconic drag queens that have inspired me and so many others to continue this movement and fight are Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera. They played key roles in the Stonewall riots and were activists for our community. Fast forward to today, RuPaul has ignited an entire empire with Drag Race, bringing it into mainstream media and normalizing queer identities and expressions. We have always been under attack and scrutinized, and even more so today with our current administration. But one thing I do know is that the queer community knows how to fight. We are strong, resilient, and will never be silenced or erased. For 11 years, I entertained audiences throughout Las Vegas and California. Before RuPaul's Drag Race became what it is today, I shared the stage with so many extraordinary talents like Chad Michaels, Chanel, Mayhem Miller, Derek Barry, and my favorite, Morgan McMichaels.
So, what's changed?
A lot has changed. When I retired in 2014, I was finishing my last year in fashion design school and still performing and hosting my show at Charlie's Las Vegas. They wanted to go in a different direction with the show, and I knew it was time for me to step away and focus on me. It wasn't an easy decision, and one I definitely contemplated. I was excited, though, for what the future would hold for me. I focused on myself and my fashion career. I eventually worked for different companies, exercising my fashion and sewing skills. I worked on 2 shows on the Strip, creating their costumes. I traveled the world with UFC and saw so many different cultures and customs, and even different drag shows. I longed to be back on stage when I would see a drag show. I went through a messy and somewhat public divorce in 2018, and I battled this emptiness by feeling that void with things that were not good for me. I went through a few failed relationships after that marriage and allowed myself to conform and lose control of me. One of my dear and longtime friends, Andy, who has always been by my side and an immediate support, would give me some major truth serum and a high dose of reality. I needed to focus on myself, get back to me. I manifested what I wanted in my life. I manifested what I wanted my life to be like, the qualities I wanted in me. And if that partner ever came into my life, this is what he would need to bring to the table. No exceptions. Through a series of mutual friends, someone did come into my life, and he became my best friend. We knew of each other, but never really hung out until last spring and summer. Our friendship really grew here at Bent Inn and their pool parties. We got along famously, and I was attracted to his kind demeanor. He's goofy and funny. He was also a designer, and we shared that passion and worked on costumes together. He was also very encouraging of me and my talents, and couldn't believe that I wasn't doing more with him, let alone why I ever stopped doing drag, especially because of the passion and fire in my eyes, he would say, when I talked about performing. This would initiate a series of conversations about me returning to the stage. Conversations I, at times, reluctantly, did not want to have. I believe the universe puts people and situations in our lives for a reason. The person I was dating was showing me what I did not want in my life. And the whole time, the person that was by my side, encouraging to follow my dreams and passion, was becoming the man I would eventually fall in love with and want to be with. When we found out Bent Inn was reopening, it was nostalgic for us, being that this is where we spent most of our time together over the weekends last summer. I sent an email to Bent Inn, not knowing if they would even see it. let alone respond. Shane, the hotel manager, emailed me back immediately and was like, yes, please tell me more. So over the last few months, we met and discussed not only what the grand reopening of Bent Inn would look like, but the return of JewDi Vine. Like my relationship with Andrew, it was a natural progression and one we are all excited about. I am so grateful to Bent Inn and their staff to have this space to perform at, and to have the space for all of us to hang out and be ourselves. This retirement not only has me coming back, but my longtime friend and DJ, whom I've worked with for so many years, DJ Ricochet. He's back with me. He's absolutely incredible at what he does, and I am so grateful to him. I am honored to be back on stage. I cannot wait to share this journey with all of you and continue to make incredible memories. Thank you all for the love and support you have shown me over the years. Now, let the show begin.